What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I am, of course, your host, Reckless Rex Ruger, along with the Alexis Arguello puppet. Benji's is out somewhere right now, so we'll have to chop it up with him when he gets back because our guest is here. So I'll just tell you that Benji's is here. He's not going to be able to introduce himself because our guest is here, but
had to pull this out.
he's coming in right now. You'll be waiting. There he is. Hey, what's up? There he is. There he is, and we're glad to have you, man. And Austin Williams. You know, we share a nickname. Everybody seems to call me Awesome, too.
All right.
No, they don't. That never happens. I wish it did. I wish I could say that it did, man. How do you get a nickname like that, man? We're always big on nicknames, man. Who dubs you Awesome? Because you can't come up with it yourself, right?
It was early in my career. This ring announcer, I forgot his name, but he said, "You looked awesome tonight, man." He said, it was on ESPN. He said, "I showed your name, Awesome Aaron," and it stuck. I liked it, and I stuck with it.
Yeah, I like Awesome. Yeah, Awesome is good, man, and it goes good with your name too. Now, you're a Cleveland guy?
I didn't hear you.
Are you a Cleveland guy? You're from Cleveland.
Yeah, I live here now. I moved back from Vegas. I live in Cleveland now. Yep.
So how does a guy like you get into boxing, man? Whenever we have guests on here, it always seems like it's one of two stories. Either they're nudged into it by their fathers, or they were getting in a ton of fights when they were kids, or sometimes both.
I used to fight a lot as a kid, and I seen this one guy that like a brother to me now. He had some boxing gloves on at a rec center called Fairfax Recreation Center in Cleveland, Ohio. And I followed this guy to the gym to where the boxing was, and I ain't never left since.
Yeah, that's what's up right there, man. I'm interested, man, because you fought your last fight in 2011, but then you came back in 2022 and fought at heavyweight, though.
Yeah.
You know, how come after such a long stretch? Like, did you think in 2011 you were done?
No, he just had a lot of problems. Then, like, I was training, fights kept getting canceled, pulled back, and I just probably needed a break, man. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, fighting. And the break did me some good, you know. I feel like now I'm coming back now, so I feel like I'm more wiser, smarter, intelligent now, and like I'm a man now. Back then I was a boy, now I came back a man now in the sport now, so I know what it takes. And a lot of these fighters now don't have the skills and techniques, you know, that fighters that I grew up with have. You know, a lot of these guys doing a lot of physical stuff, but they ain't smart so far the ring savvy.
That's a good. I like that perspective, though, because I like the way you're looking at you're 37 years old now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's a great way to look at it, though. A lot of guys would think you should be coming out of the other end of the sport, man. But you're saying, man, that like now, you know, I hate when people put a time frame on when a guy's prime has got to be, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you look at all the great fighters. Archie Moore with 37 until you won his first world title, and Kevin.
I know.
Years. You know, George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins, you know, so it's like, and Floyd Mayweather's still fighting now at what, 45, 46. So, you know,
yeah.
I nobody tell me I can't fight still, you know.
B-Hop is a good example, though, because he did it into his 50s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He did it at a high level, too. It was always in great shape, too. I always respected that about Bernard, man. He treated his body like a temple, it seemed like.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to do that. You like when you see these, you seem like an old school, you know, throwback type of fighter. You know, when you see these current gimmick fights, these YouTubers fighting, or these boxers versus MMA guys, these hybrid fights, you like these? You think they're good for the sport?
Oh, I like them because it brings some notice on boxing again, you know.
Yeah.
Like Jake Paul, like all them guys are bringing money to the sport, bringing new fans, new people. So I like it.
Yeah. Now, as far as guys that are currently fighting right now, are you following the sport? Who are some of the guys that you really like right now that are carrying boxing right now?
I like Javante Tank Davis.
Yeah.
I like Shakur Stevens. I like all of them. You know, I just wish they be a little more of a gentleman, man. I like now it just making the sport look so crazy now, arguing, fighting, doing all this stuff outside the ring. He's making the sport look real bad on that end. But other than that, I like it though.
Is technology kind of doing that a little bit? Because it seems like these guys really sometimes aren't really about making the big fights. Sometimes they're just about barking and beefing on like Twitter.
Yeah, but I say it's all good. Like long people tuning in and watching it,
Yeah.
But it's all right. Man, I really don't have too much to say. I let everybody do their own thing.
Who was your idol growing up, man? Like when you were watching boxing, did you have that guy that you kind of put up on a pedestal?
Oh man, anybody know me? They know I love Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he gets a lot of love. He gets a lot of love on here.
Yep. But then I was with Emmanuel Stewart, and I was like 15 years old, 14 years old. I moved to Detroit with Emmanuel Stewart with the
rest in peace, the great one. Yeah,
and I became a Tommy Hearns fan. Like now, I just Tommy was probably one of the most. Man, I had access to all the Emmanuel Stewart fight tapes in his basement, all the sparring tapes, all the like unseen sparring and releases. Like man, Tommy was the best fighter I've ever seen, man. Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, absolutely one of the best. And so is Muhammad Ali the GOAT of the sport? We always hear the kids nowadays talk about who the GOAT is in different sports. Is it Muhammad Ali for you in boxing?
Yeah, when I first started, I got a little more smarter, a little more wiser in the sport of boxing. Everybody couldn't fight like Ali. Everybody couldn't move and do the stuff he did. So I kind of backed up watching him a little bit, and I started watching Tommy Hearns, because Tommy was real fundamentally sound. Like, he could fight past his prime.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Ali as he got older, he's starting to decline. Not to talk bad about him, but it was what it was.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And Tommy was like one of those guys, man, that was just, you're right. Good sound fundamentals, that cracking jab that he had. Yeah, he was nasty, man.
Yep. He set you up where you can't see the right hand coming.
Amazing. Yeah, one of the all-time greats. And so when you come back in 2022 and come back in heavyweight, was that something that was like, you wanted to come back in heavyweight and try to move up?
I'm going to tell you what happened. My profession now, I'm really like right now, I'm a garbage man for the city of Cleveland Heights here.
Yep.
And so one day I stopped my truck and I called my best friend, Ronald Johnson. I connected with him one day. I called him one day. I was on my garbage route. And I said, I want to fight again, man. I'm just tired of, I like working, but, I just I miss the game so much. And he said, all right, give me a couple of days. He said, start training though. Mind you this, every time in my life, I'm just like, really want to fight. I really got the love back for the sport again.
Right.
I went to the gym and I had a fight 3 months later. And man, I never thought I'd get back in the ring after doing 10 years off, man. And I was a little nervous a little bit. And once the first punch got thrown at me, it was right back to normal, right like a kid riding the bike, So
what was the biggest thing you were worried about? Were you concerned at all about ring rust?
Ring rust and how I can take a punch again, or get my body back used to it. It was just like a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, But once the first punch got thrown at me, it was like back to normal, like I never left.
Yeah, that is the shitty part out there, kids. Remember, boxing's not just about punching people. You're gonna get punched too. That's the part you might. That's the part you might have to the rust off with. The taking the punch part. Nobody likes to get punched.
Yeah, that was the main thing, and not the guy would stopped him in the second round with a hook right hand and hurt him, and I was like, man, I feel good. And I want more of that,
Rejuvenated.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm back. So
it's funny how that can happen. Punching a guy and suddenly you feel rejuvenated.
Man, they say that once boxing in your blood, man, it never leaves. So that's what it is.
So, but
I know, yeah, because I couldn't get my shit was all messed up. I couldn't get my lighting right.
Benji, you can play catch up now, Benji.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I don't know what the hell you're doing over there.
I was listening, but I was all trying to figure out, how to get my lighting right in this car. But and now I'm gonna forget what the hell I was gonna say because now I just got talking about that.
You know what the problem is, man? This is what happens when you got 4 young kids right here and you try to do a podcast. See, this is what happens. That's why he's doing a podcast from out in the car.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say.
Champ. I mean, come on.
So after the hiatus from boxing and you're a garbage man and you decide to come back, what's your mindset like when you just call the guy and he's like, start training? Like, are you thinking like it might be a week, it might be a month? You don't care?
At that point, I just wanted to fight. So it's like, he found me the right opponent, the right situation, and I took it. So now it's like I'm coming back. Like now, I put myself like in the matter of a George Foreman comeback tour. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fight every month. Last year was just I had a lot of stuff going on last year where I couldn't fight, whatever. I was training, but I had too much going on. But now this year, I'm like really getting back into it. I'm really trying to fight every 3 months, or so I'm really back serious now.
But you know what the good thing is, though, is I think taking that 10-year hiatus, though, you can look at it as ring rust, but you can also look at it as it makes you a young 37, though.
Yeah. Plus, I got the skills, So like skills, I just got to be in condition and mind got to be right, and because once I get in there, I'm gonna figure it out anyway. And then with the right training, I'm gonna be all right.
Well, I remember you figuring it out on your debut fight on ESPN because they showed it on them goddamn highlights, man, for damn near ever. I think they still do. You make your ESPN debut and you knock that guy right through the goddamn ropes.
Yeah.
And they still show that.
That's what I'm known for, knockout, man. I love knockouts because I don't like to the judges to decide, whatever. So, and that's just growing up in Detroit with the main story and the Croc team, whatever. We always try to figure out how to get the knockout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fading, a lot of a lot of people stuff like let them see stuff they don't see. And then that's how we get the knockouts.
You know what? That's got to be the best philosophy in the world nowadays because we are still seeing a lot of horrible judging scores.
Don't leave it up to the politics.
Don't do it. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame that we do still see bad decisions, but it does wind up being a black eye on the sport, though, because, just when you're drawing fans back and then you push them away sometimes with some bad fights and some bad decisions, we got to do better.
Not to talk about the sport now, but I just think like a lot of famous trainers dying, man. And it's like, so you got a lot of these guys who don't know about boxing, never fought before, and these guys corners. Not to disown nobody. I like what they're doing, but, it's these guys not getting taught nothing no more. So it's like you got guys who watch Floyd Mayweather Sr. or Roger Mayweather how to hold the pads and it just gave him boxing a real bad look, man. It's all about pad work, Now I'm not sure this course now. Have you ever seen Ali hit the pads or ever seen Sherry Leonard hit the pads back in the day?
No, I feel like I've only seen them use punching bags and spar.
Yeah. So now it's like people glorify this pad hitting. It just really damaging fighters for real.
It's a lot of showboating.
Yeah, for Instagram. Yeah, so I'm really getting back to the old school thing. How I did when I was growing up. So
where do you feel like you'll land as far as like a weight class right now? Will you stay at heavyweight?
Heavyweight. I'm staying at heavyweight. I'm just going right now. I'm pick my opponents properly and I feel like I'm ready to step up.
So your assessment of the current heavyweight division, are there guys in it right now that you like? What do you think of our current champion, Tyson Fury? How do you feel about the division as a whole?
Man, those some bad dudes, man. That dude's 6'9", fight like a middleweight, and move and
Right.
Man, he's a throwback, man. He reminds me of a fighter. He like a heavyweight that's like in the 50s and 60s. He's the right size, 6'1", heavyweight. That's how real heavyweight. Now, and he beating these heavyweight. He beating these giants with his mind,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why
he is small. He is small for a heavyweight, but people do forget that, though. You're right. Like Jack Dempsey was like 6'1", 180 pounds.
Yeah. And he taking on school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about like a guy like Deontay Wilder? He didn't look so good in his last couple of fights. He's a guy that's obviously known for knockouts himself, but I don't know. Do you feel like he's got anything left?
I feel like he do. I just feel like he got to go back to his old self, man. He got a good trainer, Malik Scott. And I grew up with Malik. he got to go back to putting pressure on these guys, man. He can't. He's not a boxer.
Yeah.
He don't fight good backing up.
He said that ayahuasca made him soft, man.
You say what?
He said that ayahuasca made him soft.
Oh, I just think that he just forgot what got him there. He don't fight good backing up. And once you got him backing up, he's like a fish out of water. He's lost. I just my opinion on him on the type.
I do kind of agree with what you're saying, though. He kind of came to boxing kind of late in life, and it might just flat out be too late to teach him all the stuff and play catch up with everything he needs to know. If he's going to be a knockout artist, he might as well just embrace that he's a one-punch knockout artist.
Yeah.
You got to go harder to get that knockout, though, at times.
Yeah.
I feel like he got to go back and doing what he was doing. It's cool him learning stuff but it's kind of too late now. You can't teach the old dog new tricks. You got to really grow up doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get in there young.
Yeah, especially at that level, because you get exposed quick at that level. You get it because everybody watching. You got so many minds and boxing minds watching you, and so it's.
Well, I like the point you made earlier. About stepping away from the sport for a while and kind of coming back a little older and a little wiser in the game. Like when you stopped boxing in 2011 and came back in 2022. What were you most proud of that you were better at or had learned over that time?
Oh man, more patient now.
Yeah,
patient, more of a thinker now. I don't. I feel like all that time me growing up as a kid. I feel like that was just me learning. I feel like I'm mature now, and younger in my career, I used to try to rough it and knock out and try to now I take my time now. I know how to fight rounds now. I've been, I know how to do stuff that, the average person don't know how to do now. I feel like, I said before, mature now. So smarter. I know how to take a punch and slip and slide and more patient now, basically what it is.
So you got to at least be in your mid-30s. You hear that, Benji? That's my son over there. You got to at least be in your mid-30s before you know shit. That's basically what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you look at all the old school fighters back in the day, Ray Robinson and Joe Louis, all them guys can fight good past their prime because they had the fundamental down pat. Even the great James Toney, them guys had fundamentals, so they could fight past their prime. They know how to slip, slide, and give a fighter a hard time. That's why they can be able to fight that long. Like beyond their prime.
Well, we've had the great James Toney on this very show right here, and we know what makes him great. It's his superior attitude, because what we love about James is you can't tell James that anybody can beat him.
Yeah. You got to have it, though. You got to have it because once you start downing yourself and you start you almost kind of defeated,
Yeah, he carries that swagger with him.
Even the guys that beat James, though, didn't beat James.
Yeah.
Yeah, James beat his James came up in the era where guys was really fighting, man. He fought everybody,
Yeah.
Griffin, Roy Jones, he fought
one of the absolute goats.
Yeah.
160 from 160 to heavyweight, incredible, man. What he was able to do, man, incredible. And so when you look at all these guys right now that are currently in the game right now, all of them want to be the face of boxing right now. The Devin Haney's, the Terrence Crawfords, the Tank Davises, even there's guys like Canelo still around. Who's the face of boxing for you right now?
I still like Canelo, man. I think he the best right now.
Yeah.
Project Davis next, but ain't nobody better than Canelo.
Yeah, we hear him a lot on here. That's a popular opinion. Do you think it damages his legacy because he's taking quite a bit of flack right now? Obviously, us doing this show, we try to keep up on a lot of the boxing pages on Facebook. He's catching a lot of flack for not taking any big fights. Is that a mistake at this point in his career? Everybody wants him to fight the Terrence Crawfords or the David Benavidez's of the world.
To me, he don't have nothing to prove, man. He don't have nothing to prove, man. I feel like I just people who don't know nothing about boxing, who just really want to see him. But he got like Floyd Mayweather head picked everybody he want to fight.
Yep, true, very true.
Why Canelo can't do it? I mean, I ain't gonna say Floyd head picked him. Floyd put his career in his own hands, so he can fight who he want to fight. People say they're gonna come out, see him, support him, but that's just part of boxing.
What's life like been, during those years that you weren't boxing? What was life like? Did you think your career was over, or did you always know that you would come back?
I always knew I was gonna come back one day. I stayed in the gym. I come to the gym and box the whole gym. A few times I come box the whole gym that local Rexx in the ear. And I just come to keep my presence felt and just get to know everybody who's coming up, around and boxing in my city. So I always pop in and pop out, whatever. But the most thing I like about it, I got a chance to live. Like me just boxing straight on from 8 years old to 25. I never had a life. I always was in the gyms. So I got a chance to do things, experience things, and see things I never thought I'd ever see, and I had a good time, So now I'm trying to get back into it like I was when I was 8, 9, 10 years old again, So it's kind of funny.
Who's the guy out there in any of your fights that hit you the hardest? Do you remember the guy that hit you the hardest?
The guy named Andre Paulette. I knocked him out in the second round. He was 38-2. No, he had 40-2 with 38 knockouts. I knocked him out in the second round.
But he's the guy that hit you the hardest?
Yeah, man. He be in my mouth, man. Like, I thought my teeth was gone, but it got yeah.
So you said you wanted to fight like every 3 months. That's like realistically 4 times in a year. Do you know when the next date is or who it might be?
Right now we're looking for like end of April or May or something like that. Yeah, so once I get in shape this time, I'm gonna stay in shape, and I'm just gonna try to fight as much as I can. Much as I can.
Is the process of quote unquote getting in shape? Do you notice a difference in that now that your body's gotten older?
Man, I know I need a couple of days to recover. I know that.
Amen. Me too.
Yeah. I work out one hard day, man. I was like, man, I'm sleeping all the rest of the day. But the good thing about it is I got a job. My job support me, man. So I'm thank God for that.
Yeah.
I go to work from 6 in the morning, and I get off at 12:30 in the afternoon. So I got all day to do what I got to do.
God damn, I love them hours.
Yeah.
That sounds nice right there. I work in healthcare, so I'm a 7 to 3 guy myself. I do like working the day shift. I mean,
that's why I can be able to do it. I can still work and fight, whatever, and do what I got to do. So it's pretty. I got it pretty good.
What does life look like for you, or have you thought about life after boxing, or do you feel like you'll always keep a foot in the sport? Like, will you coach or train or be a guy that will always stay involved in it?
Yeah, actually was training little kids, but none of the kids that want to box where I live at. So I just want a good fighter I can invest my time into, really serious.
Yeah.
And just hopefully try to, make him a national champion, make him an Olympic team. That's what I really want to do. I just want 1 or 2 fighters. That's all I want. That's serious, that's hungry like me. And I just want to see how far I can take them.
What's wrong with these kids nowadays? You can't get a kid in a boxing gym anymore, can you?
Yeah, I thought about going to like one of them bad schools, man, getting kids who like to fight. That's what I really want.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good place to go recruit.
Yeah.
That's a good idea right there. Yeah. Hey, show me where the baddest kid is here.
Yeah, I really want to. I like to mentor the young kids too, because growing up, all I knew was about boxing. But like as I got older now, I'm 37 now. I never really had no guy taught me about life. I mean, I have to have people do, but so far.
Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah. I know. It's not just about this. It's not just about what you can do with these. It's about making the kids think too. Yeah.
Making the right choices and and doing the right thing. That's what I really want to do too. 1 or 2 of them, and I'll be fine with that.
Well, I hope you'll keep us up to speed on what's going on, man. I mean, it was great having you on. I hope you'll stay in touch. We'd like to do this again from time to time.
I will, and this is my first show I've been doing, so I really appreciate you for having me on.
No kidding, this is our first too. No, I wish it was. Jesus, man. I mean, hey, I'd be very proud if this was our first one because we did a pretty good job, except for you and your camera and your lighting over there.
I still can't even get it right, and my phone's about to die, so now I gotta move inside.
Technical difficulty. See,
I'm
but
about
there's
to
no
make my
crying in
move,
podcasting. You
That's
know,
why I
that's
was.
what
Well,
we're told
I knew
anyway.
it was dying, but I didn't want to like cut in the middle of the interview. Now that it was almost over, I'm like, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
my
I know. This is the kind of stuff you got to go with in the real world of podcasting. Feel your pain, champ.
All of a sudden, my charger in the car ain't working now.
Hey, listen, it was really great having you on, man. We really appreciate it, and definitely please stay in touch. We'll have you on again, man, and keep us up to speed on what's going on. If something's happening, man, we'll get out here and promote it, man.
Yeah, next time you come on, I'm gonna have more for you.
The time and reaching out to me and likewise,
Absolutely.
I'll stay in touch.
Yeah, please do that, man. It was good talking to you tonight, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Later, bro.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. And there he goes, folks. That is Aaron Awesome Williams, 22-3-1, 15 knockouts, competed at cruiserweight up until 2011. Took a self-imposed sabbatical to figure life out. Comes back at 37 years old, man, and comes back and fights in 2022 at heavyweight, which is where he's going to campaign currently right now. And he's back. He's doing his thing. Looks like he's got it all figured out, man. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I didn't have shit figured out till I was in my 30s either, man. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, man. Completely baffled by life. I'm in my 50s, and I'm not so sure I got it figured out yet. I don't know.
No, I definitely don't.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Can I just fucking say it? Hey, I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know if I'm close to finding out.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? But that was fun, man. Aaron Awesome Williams, man. Straight out of Cleveland, baby. Let's give some love to Cleveland, man, which I believe is also the home of Jake Paul.
I believe you're right.
Maybe that's why he said he didn't mind the Jake Paul fights and what they do for boxing. We got a guy who's in favor of him, man.
Paul.
Yeah, I believe that's what he said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was in and out of it.
No, wait a minute, man. I can't. Shit, now, see, that's what the weed does to the short-term memory, kids. This should be like a public service announcement. I can't remember if he said he was pro, or maybe I didn't even ask him. No, I'm pretty sure he's an old-school throwback guy, man. I don't think that he would be, well, for people that don't know, drop me a comment, man, and let me know if I was right or wrong in this part of the interview, man. I'm going to roll the dice and say that I've smoked too much weed, and I can't remember what his statement was on gimmick fights earlier in an interview that I just did 25 minutes ago. But, hey, now you guys know because you've watched the episode. So, and make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and hit that notification bell, man, so you can find out when new episodes are coming up, man. And thank you to Aaron Awesome Williams, campaigning at heavyweight. So heavyweights, beware. He's probably coming for your scalp at some point, man. There's probably no way around it, man. A guy that's figured it out now, figured it out up here. That makes him a lot more dangerous, man.
He's absolutely trying to.
Go and read some Sun Tzu or some Musashi. The mind is a strong thing, man. You got to equip and arm that. So give him this field, man. We're going to get out of here, man, because we got another one coming up.
If you really want to read something, go read The Five Chinese Brothers. And also... shout out Gary Busey because I can go 15 seconds with anything.
And remember, kids, if you want to be a champion, you got to roll with the champs.